They say art is subjective. Most people say that art can be anything as long as it means something to you. For centuries, art has been used as a form of creativity, a man or woman, and a canvas. To quote a few of history's greatest figures, you don't take a photograph, you make it. Ansel Adams. Creativity is contagious. Pass it on. Albert Einstein. The principles of true art is not to portray, but to invoke. Jerzy Konginski. We just bought this house. It's too big. It's like 400,000 square feet or something. We've got an indoor lake and ski slope in the house. It's just too big. Adam Sandler. The words themselves can be considered art, but for one man, he's about to peel back the curtain on a modern art form that's taking the world by crypto storm.
Hello birds, worms, and luscious grubs, and welcome back to the YouTube equivalent of a mysterious sticky spot on a shag carpet. You know, over the years, the internet has slowly morphed into a sort of digital swap meet. You know, you constantly got products being shoved down your throats, you're paying people on OnlyFans to shove products down their throats, and you're buying things that you didn't even know existed in the first place. It's insane. By the way, I have a soundboard now. I hope that doesn't get old. I mean, I had to delete my Instagram account because I was just constantly buying things. Like anything that was recommended to me, I would buy it without even thinking twice. It's a sickness. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of looking at them. I look at it and it fills me with pain. My life savings? Gone. My dignity? In shambles. My self-control? Non-existent. Remind me why I'm alive. Did I mention I have a soundboard? But I digress, okay, because we are not here to talk about my poor financial decisions, okay, quite the contrary, in fact. We're here to talk about yours. Not you specifically, but, you know, the internet, the box we live in. You. If you're anything like me and you spend your days wasting away on the internet, then chances are you've probably heard the term NFT one too many times by now. And at first, I thought it was just a squeakle to BTS, but as it turns out, it's actually a form of art called Cryptoart that you purchase with cryptocurrency. Are you following?
I would never hurt a child.
Look, I think we have the right to be confused, okay? Especially when we see Keemstar's MS Paint drawing selling for 92 Ether, which apparently is equivalent to $166,000. Yeah, I think we reserve the right to question reality, am I right? I mean, just look at this thing. I feel like I'm looking at a kidney stone under a microscope or a really expensive bong. I honestly can't tell. It's so fucking bad, but you know, it's probably gonna be worth something to someone someday, and I guess that's what art's all about. Right? So now that we got the giggles out of the way, let's put our serious hats on for a second and ask, just what exactly in the freaking fuck is NFT? It's the newest thing that's sweeping the internet, as the journos would say, or some other extreme cliche. It stands for non-fungible token, and it essentially grants you the rights to a JPEG. The non-fungible part means it's a good or a service, kind of like a back massage or a $19 HJ in the Arby's parking lot.
Who wants it?
I'd say it's fungible. She gave me a commemorative Bitcoin for being her first customer.
What kind of hooker would give you a commemorative Bitcoin?
Susan?
Are you making a joke?
Yes.
Is that a chocolate coin?
Yeah.
Just get out, I'm filming a video. The token part is basically referring to the certificate that you get upon purchasing one of these bad boys. Kind of like a certificate of authenticity, if you will. Basically saying that you are the sole owner of this piece of the internet. For example, going back to this full-fisted crayon piece here, let's say I wanted this thing. I don't. I don't. Let's make that very clear. I don't want this. But for the sake of the example, let's say I do. Well, I would just do this. All right, so I just go right here, right click. Yeah, and then I can just save as. Yep, now I can, and boom, it's mine. But it's not actually mine. I mean, of course I could print it out and hang it on my dog, but at the end of the day, it'll never actually be mine. In fact, it actually belongs to Ultra Joe Comic because he purchased the rights to this image. Now look, I'm not gonna question my man Ultra Joe and his reasonings behind purchasing this image, but I do wanna dive just a little bit deeper into the world of NFT and see if it'll hurt or even help the art industry. Me personally, I'm a big fan of tangibility. I like things that I can hold in my hand, stick on my wall, and go, yup, That's on my wall. So it's growing mold, but it's on there. Kind of like video games. Video games is slowly moving into a more digital future where losers like me who prefer the physical stuff are getting left out in the dust. For example, if you're an old piece of shit like me, then chances are you probably remember ninjas. No, not that ninja, but these ninjas. You could buy these ninjas at any Toys R Us, taco shop, liquor store, general store in your area, and you'd pay like 25 cents. They were great, man. You'd collect them all. It was awesome. The reason why I bring up ninjas is because there seems to be a new version of that in the world of NFT by the name of CryptoPunks. CryptoPunks are basically these collectible characters that you can purchase with cryptocurrency, which will, much like cryptocurrency, appreciate or depreciate with time, meaning you can turn a profit by selling your specific CryptoPunk, being that they're each one of a kind. And you don't really like do anything with them. I mean, I guess you could print them out and cut a hole in the mouth and have sex with it, but realistically, it's just a Bitcoin with an eye patch. Of course, they're a bit harder to purchase now, with the average sale price going for about 25,000 big ones at the time of recording this, so now that I think about it, they're nothing like ninjas. No, I could buy a 50 pack of ninjas on Amazon for $6.99 with free Prime delivery.
Is there just a bunch of rich people going,
Yes.
I got nothing else to buy?
Actually, yes. They're called crypto whales and they don't know what to do with their money.
Correct.
Logan Paul, everyone's favorite do no wrong Giga Chad. Logan recently dipped his bicep into the world of NFT with this image, an artist's rendition of Logan Paul holding Pokemon cards with a face that looks like it'd be printed on the side of a public park, or a beginner's guide to manga that you'd find in your middle school library. Look, I'm fucking around, okay? I can't be hating too much. I mean, Logan managed to rake in $1 million in the first 30 minutes of going live with this NFT, selling a total of $5 million for this image, $5 million for this image. It may seem like I'm hating on all of this, but the more I look at it, the more I realize people just hate money and they just want to get rid of it. One of the biggest names in NFT right now is a man by the name of Beeple, who recently made crypto history by selling his piece titled Every Days, which was a mega collage of his work spanning the course of 13 years. The selling price? A cool 69 million dollary dingoes. It's funny because it's the sex number. And I mean, it's impressive, man. To stick with something for that long and have it pay off in such a big way is nothing short of amazing. And the guy's a genuine artist too. I mean, you look at this and you look at this. So what's the deal? Why are we seeing a rise in digital art sales now with a concept that's been around for a long ass time? Why now? Back in 2013, Kevin Abosch released a conceptual book titled Bank, which consisted of 50 paired Bitcoin public and private keys. This is where the bank part comes in because it's essentially money in a book. In 2015, the same man sold a photograph of a potato titled Potato Number 345 for a cool £1 million. This man is clearly a pioneer of the modern art world, even drawing his own blood from his body and creating 100 physical artworks with a 42 alphanumeric blockchain. Look, I'll be real transparent with you, I'm reading off his fucking Wikipedia. This is all nonsense to me, but I'm sure it's cool. And even dating back to 2014, Monograph released the first ever marketplace to register art on the Bitcoin blockchain, making possible for cryptocurrency purchases for digital art pieces. This was back in 2014. The thing that draws people into digital art is the one-of-a-kind aspect to it. For example, these images may look similar, but they possess a sort of digital DNA, making them completely different. This is where that blockchain comes in. Are you following me here? It's not about the physical appearance of the art, but rather the DNA that's baked inside of them. I mean, eventually art will just be a bunch of ones and zeros in a Google Doc, like I smashed my balls on the keyboard. It won't be about what it means to you, but what it'll be worth in 10 years' time. I should also mention that NFTs aren't just limited to JPEGs, but they can span anything from a short video clip to a looping GIF or a song. I mean, as long as they have that token, they could be yours, if you're willing to shell out the price of a mid-sized sedan. And I think the reason why these are rising in popularity now is because you've seen the whole GME fiasco, right? This seems to be another one of those things, but with more celebrity endorsements, more than just Elon Musk cryptically tweeting out, I mean, you got the Gorillaz celebrating their 20th anniversary with NFTs. You got The Weeknd dropping a new song with an NFT. Really, the main appeal is that you actually own a piece of the internet. Think of it this way. You can go online and screenshot a picture of the Chicago Bean or the Last Supper. Hell, you could even go take a picture of the installations themselves and you have that photo. But really, it's just a copy. And that is what these non-fungi tokens are seeking to rectify, making you the sole owner of a piece of the internet's very own art museum. And another appeal is that anybody can get in on the NFT craze. I mean, again, look at Keemstar. Hell, even me. And that's why I'm releasing a very exclusive t-shirt called the NFT for You and Me t-shirt featuring lovable characters from
Redacted.
Drawn by me. Now granted, it's not a real NFT, but it's a piece of internet history since I'm going to be deleting them soon, so if you want one, go get one. Hey, look at that. You made it to the end of the video. I just want to say thank you for watching and making it this far. I just want to say a special thank you to my patrons who you see flying across the screen here. Your support means the world, especially when I don't fucking upload for 3 months. It means the world that you stuck around, and even to my subscribers who haven't hightailed out of here because I haven't been here. I feel really bad about it, but you guys continue to support me, and I really do appreciate that. I promise I will get back to more frequent uploads very soon. Big thank you to my boy Tom Videogre for doing the narration that you heard in the beginning of this video. And the last thing that I will plug, I swear to God, is go check out Beef Boys, my favorite dudes on the internet. Many kudos, James Miller, Andrew Miller, and myself. We started this video podcast thing, but it's not really a podcast, but it's kind of a podcast. It's hard to explain. Here's a clip.
I'm gonna block you if you steal my frozen pizza.
Okay, well that's pretty much all I have to say. I love you guys, and I promise I will see you very soon. Bye.